Demons up out of me. Turn to a beast, eat your arteries. Deceasing opponents so properly. Unleashing the dark side, what got to me. We come to take this shit over. Foot on the gas, hit a motor. Switching my thoughts on bipolar. I stare in the eyes of a cobra. Say you won't smoke, come get it. You wanna play dumb, I'm with it. I'm about to take over the city.
It's a pretty fast little printer. So, reason why I designed this thing, or I should say built it, is because, you know, the X1 Carbon is a little slow, not gonna lie. It's a little disappointing. So, I created Ducky Zero in order to be able to print faster, basically, out of my own impatience. So, let's start with the speed of this thing. This thing can go at about 1,000 millimeters per second at 120,000 millimeters per second squared acceleration at about zero cruise ratio at zero cruise ratio and 120 millimeters per second square corner velocity. So it's a little fast, it's a little quick, not the fastest, but it's a little quick, so that's pretty nice. As far as the tool head goes, it is a deconstruder with two 4010 fans, as well as a Delta 2510 fan, an LDO 8-tooth motor, LDO Nighthawk, tool board, some cheap ass shit BMG gears that came with the freaking Formbot kit, and an NF Crazy, because we like big melt zones. For the lighting part, that's just rainbow on a matchstick. That's not really that special, but what I do really like though is the screen. The Big Tree Tech Pie TFT70 screen. It's like 77 inches in diagonal, so pretty big because my eyes suck ass without glasses or contacts. So other thing that you'll see is the two power supplies on the side. There are actually 4 power supplies on this thing. So one on the left is going to be the 24 volt supply, and the one on the right is the 12 volt supply for the fans, whatever. 24 volts for. And if you go on to the bottom has both the 5 volt supply, which is power supply for the Pi, obviously, and then there's the kind of small UHP 200, which is the 48 volt supply for the motors, which is a little crazy. But speaking of motors, the motors back here are 2 amp rated LDO motors, NEMA 14, and we're driving them at 3 amps. And reason why we can do that is because we have big fans cooling them down, actually 3 fans each for each motor. So that's the big 120/32 and 2 30/10 fans. So these are not overheating anytime soon. These are driven by Mellow TMC 5160s. This thing uses a Big Tree Tech SKR3 because big MCU good for high speed, I guess. Also close clipper skill issue. So as far as power goes, there are 2 power inlets, one for the 48 volt supply, the other for the rest of the system. Reason why I want to do that is so that way when I go fuck around with clipper stuff or whatever, I don't enable motors by accident, because this side spool holder here, this is just a pretty generic LDO style kind of spool holder here, but I found like a bracket online that allows you to like put it off to the side, and it's really nice. So side spool holders for the win. Coming around the back here, we have a Voron clipper expander board. So basically what that is that it adds more MOSFETs, more thermistor port, 2 extra thermistor ports, and that's it. Pretty small. It's used for my fans and the 2-chamber thermistors, one near the nozzle and then another chamber thermistor down at the bottom. Speaking of the print chamber, might be a bit of good amount of fans, sheet coolers. Basically, this thing has 6 4028 fans, crazy little Delta fans, pretty beastly. They spin about 3,300 RPM, 33k RPM. Yep. And each of these consume about 4 amps, which is kind of crazy, which is why it has the dedicated 12-volt supply there. Now, as far as input shaper goes, x-axis looks like really good, actually. There's one clean peak that is at about 115 hertz, 113. 113 hertz. Recommended is MZV at 113.6 hertz, which gets us about 37,000 millimeters per second squared acceleration recommended, with about 0.2 smoothing, which is very, very good. The peak is a little wide though, which could maybe be from the umbilical or something. Maybe the preload is not high enough on the rail, but other than that, it's a good result here. And y-axis here, y-axis is a much thinner peak, but at the start at around 50 hertz, there's this tiny little peak here, but Clipane didn't pick that up, but that's a little weird. And at the end here, where about the 200 hertz range above, there's this tiny little slope there. I don't know where that's from. Maybe something shaking or whatever. And then, but the main peak here, very, very nice. Nice and tight peak up there. Although residual is there's a bit of residual vibration there. Could be from the umbilical, which is my guess. But one nice clean peak there. Y-axis is also really good. Recommended for y-axis is MZV at 86 hertz, which gets us at about 21 kXL with 0.03 smoothing. So also very good result here. Now, as far as motor vibrations go, if you look at our most recent one, we do have TMC Auto Tune enabled. So TMC Auto Tune we get problematic vibrations up to about 150 millimeters per second, and then it's fine from there. So anything below 150 millimeters per second is not great, but it's very good. So anything above that, we're chilling, we're fine. But and our symmetry is at 100%, so everything's nice and good there. No differences between the two motors. And for our resonant frequency for our motors, it's about 312 hertz. So as far as software goes for the Ducky Zero, we have a custom fluid theme because I'm a nerd. I like to customize stuff. I like the way this looks. So there's that. We're running Danger Clipper actually because MPC is superior, and I get to do stupid things like add a backup screen in case I severely fuck up the software. Again, the Raspberry Pi running Debian under the hood, but runs Clipper. So yeah, I'm very horrible at speaking, holy shit. So that's about it for Ducky Zero. This is my first video though, so please do let me know if there's anything that can be improved about this, or if this is good, if this is okay. But this is not the last time you'll see this printer. I do have future plans to add better X-beams for this thing. I've been hooking up some designs for that, but in the future, I'll hopefully get that done whenever I feel like doing that. But this isn't the last time you'll be seeing me, so yeah. Bye bye.